He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll run this play from the pistol. Taylor wants to throw. They're all over him, and he gets rid of it.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Singleton. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Pushes ahead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Finds his man on the RPO. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a crease. It's Clinton. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Throwing, Hawkins. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. This time he's got it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Hawkins takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Bucs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice move to keep running. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Buying a little time to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Taylor wants to throw it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Team in prime position on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Turning it on. Still on his feet. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Takes a handoff. It's Clinton. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They're testing the right side here. Got the first down. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to get the corner. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Now here's Hawkins. Quickly out to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. And you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Michael Hawkins. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The give to the lone running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Throwing, Hawkins. Right side, it's Danzy. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets Michael Hawkins. Look out. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Buffs now use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hawkins. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Colorado. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Tells the run, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the number 24 team, the Wyoming Cowboys.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
And it's the Midshipmen with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted.
He's got it on the outside. Racing down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Florida State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his feet. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Got it, looking for a first. At the 45, on his way. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Michael Hawkins. Quick catch. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field. Right?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. Left side, it's Williams. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's changing the play. Taylor wants to throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He's got it near midfield. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Comes out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able...
There he goes! And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll keep it again on the option. He'll toss it. Beck's going for the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Well, that is a tough penalty to take that'll back him up for this second and goal. They go play action with Hawkins. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now here's Hawkins. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Looking for a crease to the left. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run him again. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
Ready, play.
Right at the line. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Making the adjustment on the play. Run it with the fullback. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on fourth, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it for a big play. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. Taylor wants to throw. Reels it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Second and long here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Swapped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Moving out to the right. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Croma. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Come on, defense, you can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Third and long coming up. Quarterback signaling to his guys. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Thomas. It's a running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with the huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Singleton. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Taylor wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.